I've never found a love like this. There it is. I've never found a love like this.
Hello everybody, welcome back to E20 Zone TV. I'm joined by Lucas. We have just watched West Ham United 1, Chelsea 1 in a game that I'm quite happy with a point, really, but I'm more concerned about the future of this club and the fact that Lucas Paqueta's gone down injured, Aguerd's gone down injured, and we're running out of bodies. Lucas, what are you saying, man?
A deep sigh of relief, even though it was a weird match. It was a weird match because we necessarily weren't great. I didn't think we were that good today, but Chelsea were also very hit or miss. I actually do think Chelsea were probably the better side today. Not by a lot, but I think they were the better side. But I believe the world comes full circle at moments, and I think our derbies this season have officially come full circle and into completion with terrible officiating. And even though what we saw, people at the ground probably didn't realize, but on the telly, we all know what should have been the call, but that's karma. That's what happens. And I'm going to take that all the way to the bank because I know they're going to be fuming about it.
Yeah, listen, it is what it is, though. We've got to point out the game. Let's start at the beginning, as we always do on the afterthought. West Ham come out. West Ham start fucking slow. Again, slow, very slow. So slow that Chelsea scored 3 goals past us, but only one of them counted. Tell me what you're thinking in that first 15 minutes, because I was shitting it.
Our defense was awful first half. Aguerd wasn't great. Ogbonna, his age is showing. Kerr, I actually thought Kerr was probably the most okay out of him, but again, he wasn't too great. I thought he did pretty well second half, I must admit. He was the only one that had the bollocks to step up and defend João Felix, which he did. Yeah. But first half, our center halves, absolutely dreadful. Absolutely dreadful.
It's the system. I keep saying it, and I will have this debate with West Ham online tomorrow night. It is the fucking system. This system, for us, just doesn't work. We're too set back, and then players are running into each other and everything. It doesn't sit well with me. They scored through João Felix. Good goal for them. Any faults on the goal?
It was a good goal. I thought Enzo Fernandez was a good pass from him, good assist, but I didn't think he was that great first half. But then second half, Enzo Fernandez looked like a very good player. But João Felix first half running the show. He is a very, very, very good player. And Chelsea would be absolutely stupid to let him walk back to Spain.
I agree. Good goal from them. Then we scored. Fucking Emerson, of all the people, right? And West Ham online ain't gonna like this.
I was so upset that he was giving it I'm not gonna celebrate.
Yeah.
Oh, he should have given it to him.
He should have done, mate. He really should have done. Before I carry on, please do smash a like on the video. Get me to 50 likes today. I want to have 50 likes on this video today. So smash a like on the video and subscribe.
The build up to the goal was lovely. Soufal down the flank. Put in it was a pretty difficult ball, actually. It wasn't really a cross, but he had to get it over the defender. It was a very good pass. And then Jared Bowen, I haven't seen anyone on Twitter talk about it, whether he meant to do it or didn't mean to do it, but lovely flick onto the back post. And Emerson being there is exactly why this man is on the pitch and has to play week in, week out. Aaron Cresswell dreams of being in positions like that.
Yeah, listen, Kafal, excellent ball in. That's the first thing I'm going to say. We had a debate in the WhatsApp group. Trust me, anyone who wants to come into our WhatsApp group, come in there because it fucking gets heated. Trust me. I thought Kafal played well today, really well.
No,
considering who was up against.
Like I told you, I thought first half he was very solid. I didn't think. You used the words excellent, which I don't berate you for, but I didn't think he was excellent. When I think excellent, I'm thinking like a strong 7, 8 out of 10. But second half, he looked he turned it up a level, and then I texted you and I was like, I'm now deeming him an excellent performance today.
Yeah, he was excellent, mate. He was. Like, for me, personally, I had to say he was excellent because he fucking was. You know what I'm saying? Great ball into the box, and obviously Emerson scores. We're going at half-time 1-1. What was you thinking at half-time? Because I thought we got away with it in the first half. Big time.
Yeah, again, it was a mixed bag for Chelsea. It reminded me of us last week where we looked good in spurts, and then this is the thing. Last week, we looked good in spurts, and then we looked like okay. But Chelsea, they looked good in spurts, but then they didn't look that great. They didn't look decent, I would say. But going forward, I think they need about, I would say, 2 more matches, and I think Chelsea could actually be cooking because the players they have going forward are absolutely unreal and dangerous. But again, Chelsea mixed bag today. So at halftime, I was definitely happy to be 1-0 up because our attack was shit.
Well, we weren't 1-0 up; we was 1-1, but we moved.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to say this: half time, I was happy, really happy. I thought getting at half time, reassess it. Second half, we come out, we huffed and puffed, and did we really do anything in the second half? Not really, from what I remember.
We had chances, but
yeah,
I mean, we'll obviously get to it on the player ratings tomorrow, but I mean, our front three is borderline pathetic. It really is, and it's together as a collective. They are absolutely horrible, and it's a shame. I don't want to say it's a shame because Michail Antonio, he's been working hard, but his quality inside the final third and the box is absolutely dreadful. But it's just sad that Antonio seems to be doing the labor and Benrahma and Bowen just cannot, like, I don't know. Again, Bowen, definition of a mixed bag today. Definition.
Yeah, I agree. 100%.
But, it's second half. We had quality chances on the build up, but I mean that one build up we had where Jared Bowen had plenty of options. That was disgraceful. And I don't say that a lot when it comes to our players because you really have to do something for me to be like get in the bin. That's disgraceful. Like that. This is why
when I had this argument with Alfie about the 5 at the back, this is why I'm not a fan of it. Because when we go forward, we've got 3 players who just don't know what they're doing, really, like in my opinion. And we've got 5 players at the back who can't defend when coming out of the game. So for me, it just doesn't work. Bowen today, I agree, mixed bag for me. I thought he was good in some moments, bad in others. Antonio, same again. Like, was he a threat on goal? Not at all.
He had a few good moments, but again, in front of goal, he's a non-factor. And then, sadly, in my opinion, Benrahma. I don't want to say Benrahma had a stinker today because he actually didn't get that many touches. But again, it's always been my problem with Benrahma. He just, the chances he does get, he just does not take the most of them. Which I'm not saying I want him to turn into prime Ronaldinho or anything. Yeah. But like we know what he's capable of, and he's just not delivering in any facet. It's really bad.
It is bad at the minute. Don't get me wrong, but our attack's fucking bad.
Yeah.
So like if we're going to single out him, we've got to look at Bowen. That's
the case. Yeah, I was talking to Mitch the other day. That's the case I make almost with any one of our front 3. Like they've all been bad, but they're surrounded by shit. So really,
yeah, I agree.
Because like me, you know the whole Saka Bowen debate of last year. Like I have no problem thinking that if you think Saka is a better footballer than Jared Bowen, that's fine by me. But in my opinion, Jared Bowen last season had a better season than Saka, and that's just my opinion. And then people, I think there's a problem with people thinking that he should carry out, like that should be his standard. Where that's ridiculous. Jared Bowen will probably never have a good of a season like that again. So there's a standard issue with Bowen. But again, today, very, very, very mixed bag, but ultimately it's not good enough for me. I expect more from Jared Bowen, but again, I'm not one of those people that I don't think he should be replicating what he did last season, but
Yeah.
he has to be doing better. That build up I told you about, where he had plenty of options to pass the ball and he just kicked it right to the defender in front of him, that was just disgraceful.
I agree. Bowen's got to improve. A lot of our players have got to improve. To round this up, I've got to talk about the injuries. Lucas Paqueta down. I see in the group chat people, aka Alfie, saying about Lucas Paqueta was lightweight. Not for me. He fell to the ground. He landed awkward on his shoulder. That's an injury, a big time blow.
It's so frustrating. It really is. It just
and then,
time and time again. It's why.
To round it up, then we get Aguirre goes down with an hamstring injury.
Three of our 4 best players are now currently injured. Well, Zuma apparently is back, but
we bring Zuma back
forward like that.
Oh no! So we bring Zuma back, but we take Aguirre out. It's just fucking it's like fucking Jenga at the minute. Do you know what I mean? We just don't know who's going to collapse next. For me, to round this up from my side, and I'll get your final thought. It's a good point. I'm happy with the point. The performance, I would say, is a 7 out of 10. It's like I would say a 7 out on performance wise. Like we've got to respect the point. If we would have all said at the start of the game, would you want a point? Then yeah,
I do respect the point, but at the end of the day, it is what it is, and I did not think we were that great today. As much as I do love the point, and the chat will be honest. We'll both be honest. If you told me we'd pick up 2 points from our next 3, I would have 1,000% taken it.
Mm. Yeah,
because it is what it is, and that's the same thing with you talking about the 5 in the back, 3 in the back, 4 in the back, whatever anyone wants to say. It's a shame that that's just the reality we're in, because I don't want to see us playing a back 5 either, but it's looking a bit better than what we had before, but it just is not. It's not satisfying at all. But again, staying in the Premier League, sometimes you just got to do what it takes, even if you got to play ugly, which is unfortunate.
Listen, I can see some people saying about we was lucky today. We was, but you got to respect that we got a point out of the game. That's one thing I've got to say. Like, we've got a point. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't like this system, right? And why he plays this system, West Ham just do not flow. I will have this argument with any man, woman going. Yeah, the 5 at the back does not work at West Ham, because when we go forward, right, we're lacking attacking threat. If Bowen and Ben Rama and Antonio ain't on it, who's the attacker? Like, who's going to, like, in a 4-2-3-1 system, which I've liked and loathed at times. At least when you've got Declan Rice and Paqueta as a 2 in that sort of system, you've got 4 out-and-out attackers.
Yeah.
Then you can get further up the pitch. And I just don't like this system. West Ham are just not a possession-based team. They can't hold the ball. They can't pass the ball in certain areas, and they get flustered, to say the least. That's why every time we come out, we start slow. So, listen, I'm happy with the point. I would have took the point at the start of the game. So that's my wrap-up on that.
The way I looked at it, a point would have satisfied me. Or actually, no. I would have taken a point, but there was definitely room for all 3, I believe, whoever wanted to be the most courageous. And I think Chelsea not only were... Actually, I won't say barely. I think they were the better team when you look back. And they were the most courageous. They wanted 3 points. And, maybe they should have got them, but again, for anyone that's just come into the chat, enter the show, karma always comes full circle. They deserved it, but we deserved it at the bridge. So 1-1, in my opinion, bygones be bygones. They deserved it. We deserved it.
Yeah, that is it, mate. I'm going to wrap it up there, Lucas. Give us your final thought quickly on today.
Good point. I think we're actually starting to turn a corner, not in a way of performances, but we're starting to pick up ugly points that we need. And to
Grinding that
me,
result.
me, that is progression in turning the corner. I would like to see us play a bit better. Is that the ghost of VAR that's just entered the room?
I don't know what it was over there, mate.
I truly believe we've turned a corner now. Again, we're not looking that great on the pitch, but we lose those matches. We lose those. We don't get points. And that, to me, if we would have lost that today, I probably would have gone back down towards rock bottom and been like, I'd be in a mixed bag on how we feel. But I think, to be fair, in our current situation and what the goal is that we're in for the season, where we put ourselves in, we are turning a bit of a corner. Because anyone else that's expecting us to get top half, you're dreaming.
Yeah. My final thought is this. I've got to disagree with Lucas on one thing. I don't think we turned the corner just yet at all. I think next week's a big game. Spurs away. And then the game after that, which is not in the Forest, these points will mean nothing if we don't beat Forest at home. We should be beating at home. Let's be real. So I'm happy with today, really. I would have took a point. We look at their team. They've spent fucking millions upon millions, right? And we ain't spent really fuck all. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And when you look at their team, they should be better than us because the amount of money that they've spent. But I will take the point. I just want to say this before we wrap up. If anyone has not seen it on Twitter, there was a bit of trouble before the game today. And some young man decided to start screaming at the West Ham fans.
Decided to find out.
Yeah, and he did find out. He went home in a wheelchair by looks of it. But yeah, listen to yourselves. Yeah, don't get leery at football matches because you never know who's prepared to give you a clump.
Don't go looking for trouble because trouble finds you.
Exactly that, mate. Yeah, I totally agree. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up there. Tomorrow night, 8:00 UK time, 3:00 in the afternoon, US of A. Player ratings. Me, Lucas, West Ham Online, Mitchell, and one more person could be appearing. One more. Yeah, he's loud. He's brash. He's all the way from the States. And that could be Sir Daddy. So I might try to see about getting Sir Daddy on and see what he thinks. It might be very, very interesting to see what he thinks about Emerson, who obviously scored today. And listen, he's been absolute. He's been a top player for West Ham recently, Emerson. Right? Anyone who's not been liking him, like I don't understand why, but he's been top drawer. Yes, right, he's done well staying as well. So I'm going to wrap it up there. Please do smash a like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel for me and all the boys, Lucas, Mitchell, and West Ham.
And do what else?
Hit the notification bell that I always forget on this bloody channel.
Yes, hit the notification bell.
Mate, I have to remember fucking everything. I'll forget one thing, bro. One thing. And man's on me. And listen, have a good Saturday evening, and we will see you again in the next one.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
Yeah, have a great weekend. And also, West Ham got a point. It's a point further up the league. We're moving. Peace.
There it is. I've never found a love like this. There it is. I've never found a love like this.